Hey, what's going on? So today I'm going to talk about the top 3 ways to minimize injuries if you play sports, especially if you're 35 and up. So let me just give you a quick rundown on the types of injuries that I've had over the years. And most of these didn't happen until my mid 30s. Broke my left arm, broken multiple fingers, broke my nose 3 times, tore my right Achilles, tore both ACLs, and all of this happened playing basketball. So it's a sport that I still love to play, but I've learned over the years to be prepared. So that's why I wanted to put out some information on things that I've found over the years that have helped me stay relatively injury free. So the first thing that I found to be extremely helpful over the years in terms of being prepared to play sports is you got to be in sports specific shape. So what I mean by that is, if I'm getting ready to, get out and play full court basketball, and I know that's coming up in about a month or even 6 weeks out, I'll start specifically training for that type of movement. So for me, it's, running suicides, doing defensive slides, doing things that are going to get my body prepared for the type of movement that it's going to be out on the court, just at a higher speed and when I'm more tired. So that definitely, before I would get out on the track and, run 400s or, run hundreds, just to kind of build my conditioning up. But what I found is that didn't transfer over to the court. So you have to do things that are sport specific. A lot of that is just trial and error. How do you best prepare your body for the sport that you're going to be doing? For me, I'm a rebounder, defensive guy. So I want to be getting back on fast breaks to prevent those. So for me, it's a lot of conditioning. It's a lot of side-to-side work. The second thing that you can do to really minimize potential injuries is to focus on your weaknesses, your strength weaknesses. So what I mean by that is I found that when I was in my mid-30s and getting and sustaining those big injuries, I was all gas and no brakes. So meaning I was doing hill sprints. I was really hitting squats hard. Like everything, like plyometrics, everything to like get my jump higher, just get that explosive strength higher. But I wasn't really working on like decelerating. So like now I've incorporated, tibialis work, hamstring work. Those are big when you're decelerating, especially in sports like soccer, football, basketball. But really just working on those muscle groups that balance out the other muscle groups that are all, we like to train, quads, glutes, those kinds of things, calves. But we really have to work on the opposite muscle groups and just focus on doing things that are going to get you up so you're balanced out there and you just feel like you have a complete strength profile, as opposed to you're strong in some areas, but then glaringly weak in others. Really try to focus on those weaknesses. I know it's not fun to do that, but that's where if you can get some objective advice, if you have a coach, if you have a friend that can look at your program, you take that feedback and really work on it. So that's number 2. The last, and what I think is probably the most important way to minimize injuries especially as you're getting older, is to just know your limits. Know your limits. I can't tell you. So my first ACL injury, I remember it specifically. We'd been playing ball for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. And I remember I was gassed. I remember I went outside the gym. I had nothing left in the tank. And one of my buddies was like, hey, let's run one more. Let's go one more. And there was a side of me that was like, nah, I'm done. But I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I could do one more. And it's always that last game that you shouldn't be playing, that you push, especially, for me when I was younger, I didn't have that kind of, wisdom. And sure enough, I was driving to the hoop, got bumped as I was going up, and my knee just popped. So I was pushing myself past my limits. If you can kind of know that in your own head and, just know when enough is enough for that specific day, then you'll be way ahead of other people. And, you just really do minimize your risk of getting injured. Now, I just want to be clear. Anybody can get hurt at any time, things happen on the court. You know, there's collisions and, you know, you could tear a knee. My second ACL wasn't about me. I was going up for a rebound. Right as I came down and landed, a guy hit me on the side and my knee just exploded. So that had nothing to do with anything that I did. It just happened. So freak injuries do occur. I'm not saying that they can't. I'm just trying to say, here's how you can improve your chances of not getting hurt. And knock on wood, I haven't had any major injuries in over 10 years, and that was all in my 40s. So, you know, you can do it, but you just gotta be smart about it. Hey, if you thought this video was helpful, please like and subscribe. Drop a comment, please, too, to let me know if there's any ways that you found to minimize injuries. Always looking to hear other people's thoughts on this type of thing. We're in it for the long game, so I'm always trying to increase my knowledge on how I can stay out there.